We know.
Take
babe.
your time.
All right, begin.
What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. Do me a favor, hit that like button for your boy. I appreciate all the love and support as we get ready to unravel the situation that's going down with Tamar Braxton. All right, so Tamar came out and she sat down and did an interview with Taraji, and she talked about the real reason of why she felt the need to check out back in July 2020, right? Now, when this whole situation went down, we were all looking at David like he was the problem, right? And I still do. I hold him partially accountable for what Tamar went through. But, there was problems on the set of her television show, Get Your Life. David wanted to be the star of the show. He wanted to be the diva. And so it was a lot of turmoil and conflict between the two of them, between Tamar and David. So with Tamar wanting out of her contract and not wanting to play that ghetto girl anymore on television, it led to a 911 call made by David, and he said that he found Tamar in a very compromising position and things of that nature. And then he started to go into detail with the 911 operator, which a lot of us found odd, of what could have led to the turn of events, right? Said that they were arguing all day about, her television contract and things of that nature, right? But the main focus should have been just getting Tamar help and just shutting the hell up. But anyway, so this led to Tamar actually checking in to get her mind together, to get herself together. She was going through some things. And then ultimately when Tamar got out, her and David got into a confrontation in the car where Tamar allegedly recorded him without him knowing. And so it just led to a whole bunch of stuff. But when it came out that Tamar was actually in a facility to get well, a lot of people speculated that David pushed her to that point, right? Because of the reports that were coming out, and Tamar's own family alluded to the fact that David was trouble on the set. And allegedly there was a confrontation that went down where Tamar and David was off to a side room and actually was arguing, and there was some knocking and things going on, but nobody saw what went down. So listen, it is what it is. But anyway, Tamar wanted to come out and tell the truth of why she felt the need to want to check out back in July. So let's hear what Tamar has to say in regards to that matter.
We know.
Take
babe.
your time.
Logan was the reason why I made that decision. I just felt like he deserved better.
Yeah.
I felt like I was embarrassing him, being a fool on TV.
You thought he would be better without
I
you?
thought in that moment.
All right, so you heard what Tamar had to say. And I want to say that when I discovered this story and I looked in the comments, there were a lot of people that was still not supportive of Tamar. They were basically saying, oh, so now all of a sudden you don't want to be ghetto anymore. You want to be a positive person. So, you don't have anyone else to blame but yourself of how people perceive you, because the perception of you is what you created on television.
Let's be clear on that.
Now, that is true to some extent, but what people fail to realize is the fact that some people don't want to stay where they are their entire life. They want to evolve. They want to become better, all right? And that's what we all should strive to be, is to be a better version of yourself. And that's what Tamar wants. So I'm not going to jump on the train to actually talk about her past and her history on television and discredit the fact that Tamar actually wants to change her life. So I get where she's coming from. Now, the one thing that really has me puzzled is the fact that you hear most parents say that their kids is what drive them, to be great. And to hear her say that she felt that Logan deserved better, that's really the opposite of what you normally hear. But again, I'm not here to tell Tamar how she was feeling, right? Because she's her own individual woman. I understand that, but it's just puzzling because if everything is falling apart around you, it's almost like you should look forward to coming home to your children because they're your inspiration to keep going. But Tamar felt the opposite. I mean, hell, let's talk about it, right? There are people who depend on their pets for comforting after they've had a bad day. Whether it's a dog, a cat, an ostrich, whatever animal that person possessed, sometimes they come home and their day is better because of that particular pet. So, you know, like I said, I'm not judging Tamar on that, but when you look at the dynamics of the situation and the scenario that I created, you know, you gave birth to your son, you know, versus other people who value pets to the same magnitude. Someone that you gave birth to, you know, that you actually had a hand in creating would be an inspiration to you to want to keep kicking and to keep providing, because at the end of the day, Logan is your son, and he's not going to judge you to the same magnitude that people out here judge you on. He should be that safety net because you're his mom, and basically he's going to love you through and through no matter what type of perception that you put out there on TV. You know, in my estimation, he looks at you as mom, not who you are on television. But I do understand where Tamar is coming from, and two things can be true at the same time. Now, I will say this: if Tamar thinks for 1 minute that I'm going to sit here and give her a pass and say that David wasn't an integral part of what led her to, you know, some of her decision in regards to wanting to check out early, she got another thing coming. All right, because I do believe that that relationship put some strain on Tamar to the point where it drove her to other places. She started thinking about everything, and she got to a dark place. I mean, she can't tell me that relationship didn't become toxic, and it drove her to the point where she started to question everything about her life, her contract, her son, her relationship with him. It all played a significant part in my estimation. Now, if you ask me, who do you think had the most impact to make her want to do such a thing to herself between David and Logan? Of course, I'm going to say Logan. It better be Logan. It better not be that ferret. You know, that ferret. That's what Tony Braxton called David, a ferret. He does look like a ferret. But anyway, I will say that, yeah, of course, Logan has a lot more value to Tamar than David. But anyway, I'm going to let this go right here. And I want to hear from you all. Let me know what you think about this situation. Drop down in the comments and let a brother know. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.